Slaps. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, hey girl, hey. My name is Taylor, and on this channel we get into affordable beauty tips and synthetic wig reviews. So I'm back on my normal uploading schedule. I took an unintended break. I fell behind on my editing, but we're back and better than ever with the synthetic wig reviews. And today's unit that we're going to be getting into is Sensationnel's DASHLY unit. This is one of the newest unit of this collection. So if you're interested in learning more about this unit, pros, cons, where you can purchase it from, styling tips, all that good stuff, and keep on watching. As mentioned, we are getting into a Sensationnel unit. Now y'all know this is, I like to call this an outre channel because I get into a lot of outre units, but that's because outre has some of the best units. But we're not here to talk about outre. We're here to talk about one of the other top synthetic wig brands here, and that is Sensationnel. I try so many Outre units. I'm happy to be trying a Sensationnel unit. And so this is one of the newest DASHLY units. This is the Lace Unit 28. There are so many different DASHLY units. If you're new here and you're new to synthetic wigs, there's a whole collection of them. This is just some of the newest ones, and they kind of release the DASHLY units out in batches of different styles. It happens to be one of the different styles. If you Google DASHLY units, you'll see that like there's slight variations to them. What's different about this particular DASHLY unit is that this has curtain bangs cut in it. I think the curtain bangs are a bit subtle, and that leads me into my first part of my reviews, is that the first thoughts and impressions. So I'll say my first thought and impression is I wasn't sure if this unit was going to give. I had watched a couple reviews on this unit, and I had been studying the image of it online, and I had been looking at the stock video of it, and I was just like, I don't know, something about it is like kind of giving but not giving. And y'all would be surprised, I actually wanted to try this unit in the standard 1B. I kind of wanted to give all some natural options for maybe if you just want to have on a unit that's not a crazy color, something that's just safe, something that's just classic, something that you can definitely convince others is a human hair unit. So I was like, maybe this will be that unit, but I just, something about the 1B, the 2, it was just falling flat for me. So I went to my Old Faithful, a special color. And I know that sounds crazy, but sometimes when you want to spice up a synthetic wig unit, you have to get a special color. But to my surprise, upon installing the unit, I was like, okay, well, I'll take that lie back. Not installing her, it was after I installed her and I brushed her out. I was like, okay, now she's starting to give, like now she's coming to life. And I definitely played with the money piece part of this unit, and the fact that you can actually kind of like brush it to your liking. It was everything. I will say though about the curtain bangs is that is what is supposed to be the differentiating factor of this particular DASHLY unit, is that this one is supposed to have curtain bangs. It does have curtain bangs, but my first impression of it is that they're subtle. They're not actually covering the forehead as you see as the standard curtain bang style. So with that said, those are all my thoughts for first impressions. We're going to get into the pros and the cons now. So we're going to start off with the cons. I feel like a con for me is these curtain bangs. One, because there's just like, I understand the concept of it and the way they cut it this way, but I would have loved to see this be a true curtain bang. I feel like this curtain bang is just very subtle. It definitely frames the face. Do not get me wrong, it definitely frames the face. It looks really good, and we'll get into that in the pros. But I just would have loved to see Sensationnel take it there with this particular DASHLY unit, because DASHLY units are very safe, and I sometimes don't see the purpose of it, but they're very safe. And so I would have loved to see Sensationnel take it there with this particular DASHLY unit. Like if you was gonna say curtain bangs, like be bold with it. Con for me is definitely this parting area. So y'all saw me do a little bit of plucking, and I pulled some hairs out because there was some hair like gathered up right there, and it just made it look more clockable, and I didn't like that. Also, somebody called me out on TikTok saying, oh, you didn't pluck the wig. So I vow from this day moving forward to stop being lazy and do a little bit more customization. So I tried to do that with this hairline, but you do not get a lot of lace, so it's darn near impossible. But I did try my best, because I feel like a lot of these synthetic wigs have the potential if you just customize it. So a con for me is that you have to customize it to basically get it to look like it's something that you want to wear out and about. Those are my only cons. So we're going to move on to the pros. So a pro for me, oh my gosh, a pro for me probably is the way that this unit looks once you brush it and it comes to life and you get it nice and voluminous. Like the curls just look amazing. I love that it's layered, so that's a pro. I love that it frames the face, and that's a pro. And then the money piece, and the way the money piece is layered into the hair, and if you don't know what I'm talking about this particular dye job at the front, the lighter color that contrasts to the dark color. This money piece really brings this unit home, and I love that. I also like that it's versatile too. Like if you want to brush your hair back this way, boom, but then if you want to take it back to the front, there you go. And you can do the same thing on this side. Like you can really play around with this money piece section because of the way it's highlighted. You can show more or less of it, and so that is another pro for me. Also, I'm not getting very much tangling right now at the moment, and it's not super long. and it's just a very manageable unit altogether. Let's move on just to the final thoughts on this unit. This is the stock card, comes a little wider than most stock cards, and it's just, you know, has your normal specs on it and all that good stuff, and it tells you the special colors. This is a special color, as I mentioned, and to give a shout out to blackhairspray.com for providing the flavor today. If you want this unit and you like what you've heard so far and you like what you see, then be sure to shop this unit in the description below. All in all, I feel like she turned out better than what it's kind of rare for me to be skeptical about the synthetic units I try. But one thing I do notice is that when I am skeptical about the unit, it actually turns out bomb. Like, I always kind of save the units that I'm not too sure about for just wearing inside the house. And then I put it on and I'm like, I actually want to be seen. I actually want to be seen. I want to be seen in this, I'm not gonna lie. But she's very cute. She is definitely beginner friendly, and you know, I think the whole entire DASHLY collection is very beginner friendly. Like, it's a simple unit. You just get a middle part and that's it. You don't have to play with a 13x6 frontal. You don't have to deal with styling. You don't have to deal with any of these things. It's simple. Just put it on your head and go. You probably could wear this unit glueless, but y'all know by now, if you're not new here, I don't wear my units glueless. Like, I don't like to be clocked, and I don't want the wind to blow back and reveal my secrets, period. I am rating this unit I'm gonna give her an 8.5 out of 10 because she's simple, but I just, once again, I can't get over the fact that this unit would have 8 with more distinctive curtain bangs. Period. Sensationnel. I know there's other units out there not by Sensationnel that has curtain bangs, but we want Sensationnel to meet us where the other brands have met us. Once again, if you're interested in this unit, you can shop this unit in the description below at blackhairspray.com. Black Hairspray, thank you once again for providing the flavor today. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and comment down below. Subscribe. I haven't said this in a minute, but my goal for end of year, and I know we have a long way to go, but my goal for the end of year is 2K. So I hope that we can get that. So join the family, subscribe. And I haven't forgot, I know I have said this in like every freaking video for like the past month, but I want to treat you all to a 1K giveaway for getting your girl to 1K. To be transparent, life is hard and I've been busy and I've been trying to pump this content out for y'all, but that's no excuse. So I haven't had time yet to like really think about what I want to give away to you all, how I want to go about it, and all the rules and all that good stuff. So once I get that situated, y'all will see that pop up on my community tab if you pay attention to that. I'm gonna put a little demonstration here though, how y'all can get to the community tab. Monitor what's going on in the community tab so that when that giveaway pops up, you'll be the first one to know and the first one to enter. That is it for today's video. Thank you all once again for watching. I love you. Stay beautiful and stay safe.